at least we establish at least some of these creatures are real, and I mean, yes.
Yeah, you're not going to be simple. One second. I got to track that.
Oh,
Cultivating your abundant state of being, your most ability to near you. There's ley lines and nodal points every few blocks, and somewhere near the property. If somebody can find that place of power, they can access the whole grid and they can start upping their fortress, protect themselves, amplify place of power to like come up like abundant fountains. Then they can learn how to do that within themselves in the grid of their own body. Um, Mostly the solar plexus stuff in the heart. Heart goes into love, and that the solar plexus goes in power. Have them dance around each other like divine, feminine, masculine, light, dark, yin yang, kind of coming together like lovers to amplify in the body as like you would feel when you're connecting two hearts together. Completion, and then cultivating your abundant state of being, your most abundant self, seeing yourself with overlay with the planet. There's a bunch of meditations people can do. Keep adding new ones and coming up with more. The whole system of mind, will, emotions, vision, grounding it all, and different layers of creation. And then like a lot of the solar plexus can have multiple things like force, magic, and psychic ability to like get you to where you need to go to manifest your abundance. Let's see, the attraction force. So you're wanting to feel like a you're one so like a yin field, the like a black hole kind of pull to a yang, which is the abundant, the representation of abundance. You're wanting to be the yin field and be like a sucking attraction factor. You can even read what is the representation of the distancing between what you want and how far it is between manifesting, how many actions you need to take, where you need to be open to resolving in the body structure, energetic qualities. May I like read some things with you as an example to like, oh, what
yeah,
can we do?
yeah. Go ahead. Sure.
Okay. So your abundance fountain, somewhere for safekeeping. Yeah, you're not going to be simple. One second. I got to track that.
What do you mean by a abundance fountain?
Okay, so like energetic parts of the spiritual light matrix of a person. The soul is fragile. There goes into soul retrieval and the soul sparks and getting fractured or going through trauma, and then that going into altars. Like same thing with parts or power of yourself, which is one of the big reasons where like people are like, oh, I used to have superpowers. Why don't I have that now? Especially in the wound of the big fall of Atlantis, a bunch of things invaded and stole everyone's stuff, and like they're in, we're quarantining those demons and things that apex predators down to this planet, to different hell realms or quarantine realms, or resolving it in our body systems or attachment or through our work. Uh, so that will go into like reclaiming power, and that go into reclaiming abundance. Some things will steal the things that we want, and our ability to reclaim those, hold on to them, protect them, keep them from getting stolen in this really hard ass game. Sorry. If you can do it here, you can do it pretty much everywhere, kind of like thing to it. Yours is on the planet. It's not in this realm. Okay, yeah. Okay, your abundance fountain. Oh, geez. Okay, so like some of the things, unfortunately, when people track them back, we stolen by big demons that are like, yeah, I want this, especially if you have something big and powerful that something that doesn't have it will want. So let's see. So people will track their stuff back to these things in the tree of death or the Killapoth of the quarantine realms of Earth, such as hell realms and stuff. So I'm tracking back one to that. So ways to resolve that for people. that are dealing with that issue, there's the different ways to do it. I recommend going through the body of the map of you are everything and seeing yourself as the universe, and there being representations of that realm, the being within it, also within you, in you, because you are everything. And then being able to do it in a very detaching, loving way, so you don't have to entangle with their drama, and you keep that out of your field while you somehow regain your part. So to regain your part, you have to cultivate enough freedom energy and in the body. So I recommend, like, in anyone wanting to do this, you can just like lay back and like hug yourself and go into breathing deeply and cultivating bliss indicating you're successfully attracting charge. And you feel you're hugging in an embrace as you expand and contract, expand you and embrace the universe in a hug. Feel oneness with it through your source connection, so that you're not agreeing to any bullshit rules, and you're making the games your rules. And you're not projecting onto others. You're in unity through your heart, through source, through every connection with everything, and letting go of the limitation, separation consciousness. So unity, embrace through the heart, letting go of the external, like, lack and all that consciousness. And breathing in deeply while you cultivate the feeling with your heart sensing capacity to see if you feel any limitation on your freedom, any like limits or cages or chains or all that. And your goal is to start filling it with light, filling it with like this transmutation by like seeing the light from your heart well up like a big star, and make it brighter as really, really bright, and expand excitement, love, like those two stars rotating around each other and coming together like lovers, to expand that love power and amplify that through your body, plus freedom cultivation. So you're transmuting all the cages, all the limitations into freedom, and you just give it love to the limitation and then ask what it wants to become, and it starts to transmute into resilient freedom, or the opposite. Anything we're talking about limits to freedom. And then when you cultivate about 1 billion units of freedom energy, you kind of compress that all into a ball, and your goal is to visualize exploding it out through like a quantum entanglement, attachment of the wound and the stolen part. So like, for your abundance fountain that used to be a part of your body in your solar plexus, you'd be like blasting that through quantum entanglement. Anywhere it is, even if it's stolen, it's still quantum entangled with you. So you can just go through that, have it free itself from whatever cage or thing that's capturing it. You can work with Earth to ask that it be portaled out. She'll help with that. She'll like trade you or whatever. And then you quarantine, clear it, clean it off. And then when it's ready, you can reintegrate it back into yourself, especially if you're able to protect it. Some of these big powers, these big superpowers, there may not be really much of a place for them to be protected or whatever, depending on if they're they're imprisoned, or some of the superpower parts of herself will be actual soul shard that like could go into an incarnation, as an example, and it could be like some alive version of you that eventually wants to merge with you when it comes back and it resolves its experience. But it could be just in soul form, though. And then it might not feel comfortable or safe if it remerges. So then the process is to make it so that you cultivate the body so it feels protected and it can't get stolen from again. And then if you're all good with that, then you'll feel that abundance flowing, and then it can go off into many different things that you've trained it for. Abundance fountains usually work where if you give 70% of what you like, if you're producing abundance of healing energy or abundance of a value or beauty or intelligence or all this, there's a law of what's it called? Generosity, where it's if you give 70% of it away to things you deem worthy, then you can keep 30%. And then that goes into, you can keep making these lines of connections of giving abundance to beings without like any cost to you, and you can draw from it infinitely. I recommend going through the mystery school internally to earn your abundance fountain back, or if you've had it, or earn it if you've never had one before. And there's vision questing abilities to do that, and going down doors with your guides and all that kind of stuff.
Well, Sean, so was there a point in your life when you realized you had an abundance fountain and you were seeking to try to incorporate it, or was it always activated with you?
A great question. I grew up in a little bit of poverty. I didn't have much going on, and then after I had experiences, I would be in the humdrum. But eventually got to the point where I'm living pretty good. I live in somewhat of a mansion. There's like 2 hot tubs and like a pool and a sauna and a lot of healing equipment. And I like going to my passion, my career of helping people heal the body and program their lives. And I get to meet wonderful people like yourself and take on some big issues, because that's like what works you up to the success chain. Is you being able, if you want to get big promotions, you gotta be able to take on bigger stress. You gotta be able to take on bigger challenges as if it's nothing. And I take care of people's big problems. I take care of multidimensional apex predators that people find themselves entangled with and are really costly on their health. Targeting individuals, you'll know what I'm talking about. Things that will limit you your whole life, will drain from you, chronic fatigue syndrome. I will get rid of all that. And I help people do that. And I've helped a lot of business owners do that and help them to reach into their abundance because they feel so blocked. As soon as they get a lot more of their power back, their solar plexus on, they have energy to work throughout the day. Any of the blocks that they named, their dreams start manifesting. They get more vision, creativity. They just flow into their own, and it just, even throughout this crisis, they do well. Some of the people I have, and I'm doing pretty great. Unfortunately, throughout the world, I'm sorry that everyone's not doing. Maybe I can help. I'd love to.